Hey y'all, it's Jen for the Love of Iris. Welcome back to another video. Today's project is this one, and it's just a simple card that I made using some designer series paper, some paper that I created using the Blooms and Wishes stamp set. I think it's retired, but any floral stamp set you want to use is fine. I use Tempting Turquoise, Peekaboo Peach, I think, but I just love the blue and peach look. Unfortunately, I did not record me making the pattern paper, but all I did was I just took a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper, or maybe I just did an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, and I just started stamping random images on there. So this one is this one, and then I used this one here. And you just stamp them. Now for the lighter color I stamped off, and then I did the stamp there. And then you just take the little baby ones and fill it in. This one is this one. Somewhere, some way. There we go, something like that. And then the center. So this stamp set is fantastic for stuff like that. So I'm sorry I didn't record that, but there you have it. That's the pattern paper that we are going to use. And then just cardstock. So this piece of pattern paper measures 2 by 5 3/8, and then I have a piece of black cardstock that measures 2 1/4 by 5 1/2. No, it doesn't. It measures 5 3/8 as well, because it's just got a side border. I'm sorry, 2 1/4 by 5 3/8, and then 2 by 5 3/8. And then I've got this little banner here. This measures 1 by 4 1/4, and then a piece of black to mat it is 1 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then our Tempting Turquoise piece, the big one, is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then the black to mat it is 4 1/2 by 5 1/2. So they're just going to layer like that. And then I took the stitched circle or stitched shapes, I don't know, but I cut an oval, and it measures 3 1/2 by 2 1/8, something like that. So just any oval shape will fit, that will fit this little girl. And then I layered it with a scallop of black. So that's where we are. So let's get stamping. I'm going to use the Beautiful You stamp set, this little chick here, because I like her. And this little stamp here, I'm going to use to color in her dress. I don't know if it's supposed to be that way, but that's what I'm doing. So let's get this stamp here. And I'm just going to use black. Any black will do, but I'm going to use VersaFine because I think it gives a really sharp image. So VersaFine Onyx Black here. Just make sure it's inked up really well, and center her in that oval. Beautiful. And then this, I'm going to stick with Peekaboo Peach since I know that that's the color it was. And let me just grab this block here. I'm going to use it kind of this way because I think it kind of looks like a dress. Like that could be the neckline and the arms and then the dress. Again, I don't know if it's made for that, but that's what I'm doing. And I'm just going to eyeball it. It may be off, and it's not. That was brilliant. So there's your dress with your color. I need to re-ink this, it looks like. So there we have that. Now, let's mount these two together. And actually, before we start mounting, I decided I wanted to emboss this turquoise piece of paper because I think it might give it a little extra something. So I'm going to bring in my Big Shot, and I'm going to remove one of these plates because I'm going to use this thick, I don't even know what it's called, but it's this wavy embossing folder. It's this the really deep impression one. I'm a terrible person. I don't know what this stuff is called. I've had this forever, and I think I've used it once. So you need the magnetic platform or your regular platform, your embossing folder, and then only one plate. Because if you put the two in, it's too many. It's too thick, rather. Okay, and then I'm going to roll this through. No, I'm not. It won't work with a magnetic platform, will it? Okay, so let's use our standard platform on tab 1. And let's see if that will work. Standard platform, tab 1. Ah, that's how you do it. I knew that. I was just kidding. I'm going to roll it through twice. Oh yeah, isn't that beautiful? Love it. Sorry, I had to go close my door. I think my family's awake now. Okay, so we've got that, and I just think that adds such a nice bit of dimension to that. Okay, so now we can start adhering, and I'm going to use my tape glider because I'm going to be gluing a lot, and I want it to be strong. So there's this, and the turquoise goes on the black, layered here like so. And then this peach goes on black. Layered like so. And then we're going to need another sentiment stamp, but I'm not exactly sure which one I want to use this time. So let's take our pattern paper. Oop, come on you. There we go. And layer that on the black with just a small border on either side. That's going to go, this one goes first, and then that one. And this. So let's glue this down. This is our main image. And we'll glue that to our black. And let's see what sentiment we want. Do we want, there's a bunch of them. Let's see. How about, so happy for you. Let's do that one. Will that fit? Yes, it will. Okay, so let's take this and this block, and let's get our VersaFine back out. Make sure it's inked well, and then just stamp it here toward the end. Brilliant. Okay, now we can adhere all this down. So let's take this, and I didn't stamp it on here because this is embossed, and I don't want, if I had adhered it first and then stamped it, it might give a cattywampus image because of the embossing there. So you want to stamp it before you adhere it. If you forget and it already adhered it, you can probably try and get away with it, but it's easier to do it this way. So let's line this up and get it straight. I'm using the lines on my grid mat because this embossing is throwing me off a little bit. Kind of makes it look like it's straight, but it's really not. Okay. So there is another one there. Put this piece of pattern paper kind of here. And this was a sketch challenge. I don't know how long ago. But that was my entry. Okay. Grab some dimensionals or some type of foam tape. You can use fun foam, anything you like. And we're going to pop this girl up here. Come here, you. It's that last one. You jerk. Doesn't want to let go. Alright, and we're going to set her something like that, kind of in the middle there. And then let's get some pretty little gems. Let's see, I think I have some here, some tempting turquoise gems. I don't know if, I do. I was gonna say, I don't know if they're retired. I don't care. I have them and I'm using them. So, I'm going to take a heart here, so happy for you, and put it here. And then some of these little circles I'm going to use to fill in some of the centers of the flowers because I think that looks adorable. And this baby circle here, I'm going to use as her little necklace. So just sit that there. And this is an easy card with 0 coloring involved. People have a lot of images and they think, oh, I need to color all these in, and I don't have colored pencils or I don't have watercolor. You don't need all that. So there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Odd number. I like odd. I am odd. Okay, and let me get a card base here. I didn't have this cut, so forgive me. It's 4 1/4. Score it at 5.5. There we go. And then this will go right on top of there. Very nice. High five. And there you have your beautiful card. I just love those colors and I love everything about it. That embossing does just give it a tiny bit extra than this one. Can you see it? I do like it. Okay, well I hope you have a great day. See you next time. Bye.